What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Today we are going to do another re-review of an Evercade cart, and that cart is the Jaleco Arcade 1 collection. Now, this cart has 8 games on it, and when I initially bought this cart, I was only familiar with one of the games, and that was Saint Dragon, and I never played it before. I remember always seeing that game in the arcades, but I never actually played it, so this is the first time I actually got to play that game. The other 7 games on this cart I have never heard of until I bought this cart and started playing them. Now let's see if I still have a favorable view of this cart today. Let's dive into these 8 games and check them out. The first game on the cart is 64th Street Detective Story. The story starts out in a typical Double Dragon Final Fight style setting at 64th Street with 2 protagonists. Rick Anderson, a calm and intelligent 35-year-old professional private detective and manager of a detective agency, and Alan Toombs, a 19-year-old reformed delinquent trained by Rick, who is short-tempered and violent when angry. At the start of the plot, an evil corporation known as the Legacy Organization kidnapped the daughter of a mid-aged rich man and left him a letter explaining why they kidnapped her. Late one night, before Rick and Alan was about to close their office, the mid-aged rich man rushed inside the office while being exhausted. He asked for help saving his daughter and gave the letter to Rick and Alan. The next day, Alan noticed an advertisement in the classifieds with similar sentence structure to the letter left by the kidnappers. Alan couldn't understand it so easily until Rick told him to look cautiously at both the letter and the ad. They soon realized that the writing was actually a secret code only understood by certain crime lords, so Rick and Alan struggled toward the main base of the Legacy Organization to find the truth and save the kidnapped daughter. The setting later takes on a steampunk feel as it goes along, coming to a head in a battle inside a blimp. The next game on the cart is Avenging Spirit. During a walk with his girlfriend, the player is ambushed by agents of a mysterious crime syndicate who take his girlfriend away and shoot him to death. Now, as a wandering spirit with the ability to possess most others, he is summoned by his girlfriend's father, who researches ghosts' energy, and is given a mission to save her from the mysterious crime syndicate that holds her hostage, enabling the player to rest in peace. Coincidentally, the crime syndicate is also researching ghost energy, and they kidnap the girl in an effort to force her father to cooperate with them. The player must fight through 6 stages to infiltrate the evil syndicate's base, collecting 3 keys on stages 2, 5, and 6. If the player has all 3 keys upon reaching the final leg of stage 6, he can open the girl's cell and possess her to help her fight her way out. If not, he must abandon her and face the syndicate's leader alone. After the syndicate's leader is defeated, the base blows up and the player ends up on a grassy field as his spirit's power fades. If the player fails to save the girl, she presumably dies in the explosion, and he expects to see her in the afterlife as he fades away. If the player does save her, she approaches the field and the player expresses a wish for her future happiness as he vanishes. The next game on the cart is Cybattler. Released in the early 90s, back when giant robots and spaceship shooters in the vertical scrolling shooter format are both in the hype. Cybattler is Jaleco's attempts at spicing up the format a little. Instead of a spaceship, you're in control of a giant robot, a Cybattler prototype. Various enemy Cybattlers are causing problems attacking countries across the world, and it's you against multiple rogue Cybattlers out there. It's worth noting that unlike other vertical scrolling games of its kind, where your default equipment are normally firearms, your weapon is instead a laser blade, which the game allows you to hack, slash, slice, and dice from 8 different directions, unlike other similar games where you're only allowed to shoot right ahead. Laser cannons and missile launchers are available, but as backup weapons. The next game on the cart is called Earth Defense Force. The story varies slightly between the two different versions of the game. The arcade version takes place in the future date of Earth 2020. The Earth is unexpectedly attacked by the mysterious Azima Empire, a space-bound monarchy currently dedicated to eradicating all life on the planet from its flagship, the orbital satellite Buster. The Earth's only hope lies in the recently developed XA-1 and 2 space fighter ships used by the organization known as EDF, Earth Defense Force. In the Super NES version, the Azima Empire has established headquarters on the dark side of the moon. After attacking the Earth, it is revealed they have a secret weapon being developed on the moon, one capable of destroying all life on Earth. The EDF is ordered to send their XA-1 fighters in to drive out the invaders and destroy their ultimate weapon. The next game on the cart is P-47, the Phantom Fighter. This is a 1988 horizontally scrolling shooter arcade video game originally developed by NMK and published by Jaleco. Set during World War II, players control a Republic P-47 Thunderbolt fighter aircraft to face against the Nazis, who are occupying multiple countries around the world. Its gameplay involves destroying waves of enemies, picking up power-ups and new weapons, and destroying bosses. This game reminded me of a horizontal version of 1943. It has a great challenge to it and is a satisfying feeling when you get to kill Nazis. And who doesn't love destroying Nazis? Okay, maybe Nazis don't, but fuck Nazis. The next game on the cart is Rodland. The player controls one or two fairies called Tam and Rit armed with a magic wand. Following the concept of Tato's Bubble Bobble, the rod doesn't kill the monsters directly, but only leaves them immobilized, crying. To kill them, the rod can grasp them in a magic force field, and the player can smash them repeatedly against the ground from side to side until they disappear and leave a power-up behind. Each level is only one small screen composed of monsters, platforms, ladders, and later tunnels. Unlike other games of the genre, the players can never jump but have to use ladders. They can conjure one custom ladder above or below them in order to go to the appropriate platform. There can be only one such custom ladder. Therefore, if the fairy summons it again, it will disappear from its previous position in order to appear again next to the fairy. This can be beneficial for the player if a monster is climbing the ladder to approach her. And if you're wondering what the point of this game is, well, the fairy's quest is to rescue their mother trapped in a tower. The next game on the cart is Saint Dragon. In Saint Dragon, the player controls the cyborg Saint Dragon, who has rebelled against the tyrannical monster cyborg army. Saint Dragon is initially armed with plasma bolts and a fiery breath. By collecting tokens, the dragon's firepower can be upgraded with pulse torpedoes, a laser, bouncing bombs, ring lasers, or a turret. Other tokens can upgrade the dragon's speed, weapon power, or initiate a hyper mode which endows maximum firepower and invulnerability. In addition, the dragon has an armored tail which follows the player's movement, allowing it to be used as a defensive shield. And the last game on the cart is the Astyanax. A long time ago, an ugly battle was being waged every day as the world was ruled by demons. The people trembled with fear, with nobody to stand up for them, until one day a brave young man received a divine revelation from God and was granted the mythical fire axe. Given the people courage again, you embark on a journey to the castle of Elgerine in order to defeat the demon overlord Argos and restore peace to the world. All right, so that was a quick overview of all 8 games on the cart. Now, originally, I thought this cart was okay. I didn't think it was great or anything like that. So let's go through these 8 games, and I'll just give you a real quick impression on every game. So the first game was 64th Street, a detective story. Now that had a really good like Final Fight feel to it, and I love Final Fight. I like arcade beat 'em ups a lot, so naturally, that game caught my attention pretty quick. I had a good time playing that. It's a typical arcade beat 'em up, but hey, I enjoy that shit. So that was a cool game. The next was Avenging Spirit. Now, at first, I did not like this game at all. I can't stand the jump control on it, but after you get used to it and you get settled in, it's actually a really fun game. I had a lot of fun going back and playing this. In fact, I still throw this in the VS on my arcade cabinet, and I play this game quite often. It's a really fun game. Psy Battler, that's a different story. I did not like the control scheme at all on this game. I wanted to because I'm a huge fan of flying shoot 'em ups, but this one just didn't cut it for me. I thought it pretty much sucked. I didn't enjoy it at all. The controls are just absolutely awful. The next game was Earth Defense Force. I thought that was okay at first, but again, after playing it a few more times, I really started enjoying this game. So yeah, the EDF was a really fun game. P-47, the Phantom Fighter. Well, like I said in the video, man, you get to bomb Nazis, and fuck Nazis. If it involves like killing Nazis and bombing them and stuff, hey man, I'm all for it, man. Video games. I guess if I was like in a war with Nazis, then yeah, it would be real life. But yeah, cool stuff, man. Who doesn't like bombing Nazis? The next game, Rodland. Don't know why it's on this cart. I absolutely hate this game. I think it's stupid. It should have never been on this cart. I'm sick of games like this on arcade carts. I have no fun with games like this. A lot of people like Bubble Bobble and like Snow Bros and shit. I hate games like that, but that's just a personal thing. I don't like them single board type games, and this is just one of them, and I think it's boring as hell. I think they have no place on arcade carts. My opinion. If you like it, cool. I just don't like it. The next one was Saint Dragon. Loads of fun on this game. I'm glad I finally got to play it. Like I said, I used to see it in the arcades all the time, but I never actually played it. And now I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass that I wish I would have played it. But now I own it. Now I can play it whenever I want. And then the last game, however the hell you pronounce it, I said it in the video, but yeah, we'll just call it the ass game. Really dumb game, like just stupid controls. Really boring. Like it was just a really lame game. I had zero fun with that, like whatsoever. And I just want to throw this out there. I had to get my gameplay from a couple other YouTube channels because my capture card took a shit. Now, I could have just hooked my phone up and showed it from my arcade screen, but I didn't want a glare and everything, and I don't really like doing it like that. I'd rather have like a good quality picture when it comes to the gameplay, so I had to do it this way. I am my new capture card actually should be in tomorrow, so I'll be able to do my own captures again starting tomorrow. Thank goodness. So that was the deal with that. And, I gave both of those channels a shout out at the beginning of this video. So, hey, I appreciate that. Shit like that just happens, man. Sometimes I have bad luck with capture cards. I'm going on like my third or fourth one now, and I don't get cheap ones. I get like good capture cards. So, yeah, all in all, I did enjoy this. It's not a perfect cart, but it did grow on me. I like it more now than I did when I originally purchased it. So when it comes to the grade on this cart, I will give it a B. Not quite a B plus, probably between a B minus and a B, because it's not like perfect. But the games that I do like on this a lot, I really do like, and it makes this cart a lot of fun. So if you are on the fence of getting the Jaleco Arcade 1 cart, you know, I'm not going to recommend it, but I'm not going to not recommend it because there are some games on here that are a lot of fun. So that's really your choice. So, hey, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.